Just a quick hello with my boy Sammy here. Just going to put the windows up. We're going to go the aircon. Just a quick chat with my boy. We were just chatting before we did a full recording and I had it on time lapse, which was pretty annoying. So we're just going to do a quick little vid for you today. I was just asking Sam what was the one sort of strongest proof he thought why the Earth is flat. Can I ask you that again, mate?
Yeah, well, I sort of said water before, but now it's sort of everything. Like you sort of piece everything together and go, all right. I mean, I can't really argue. It's a ball, you know.
Yeah, and you've been speaking to some of your friends, like, so you're 19 in January.
Yeah.
And you've been speaking with your friends who, what's their reaction to the flat Earth?
Yeah, so one of my mates, I told him about it a few years ago, and I also told him about Tartarian. And at first, he was really interested in the Tartarian stuff, so he was like open-minded. But when it came to flat Earth, he was sort of like, like I had the same reaction, you know.
Yeah, like too big a lie, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now with this virus BS, at first he was like, you know, scared, a mask wearer and all that.
Yep.
And I think once he realised what's going on with all that sort of stuff, once he realised that, he then sort of came to flat Earth through that.
So it was that's a good point, because I think once people see that the lies are there, the governments are lying, then it probably opens up that can of worms, and just sort of one thing leads to another, doesn't it?
And that's the same in, like, with me, sort of the first thing I realised was the Earth's not a globe, and then I realised everything else, sort of thing, you know.
Yeah, it's a trip, and then once that penny drops, you just start seeing that, you know, you're watching movies, it's just in movies, every scene, every movie's got a fucking globe in it at one point of the movie. It's like, I don't know anyone with a globe at home on their mantelpiece.
Yeah.
Do you?
No.
Even the ball believers, you know, like, so, I'm still waiting for one proof of someone. It'd be great.
Yeah. Not going to happen.
No, that ain't going to happen. And we're certainly finding that I'm finding with the people that even really open-minded people, they're good mates of mine. I'll call him Mr. X. Just one example, but, you know, Mr. X was very open-minded and into all sorts of awesome knowledge and things that we're very in line with, but never really got to the flat Earth stuff. And then it's only recently that he's gone down that road and he's just said, mate, it's undeniable. So it just takes everyone to get to that point where they go, okay, even if you try to prove it wrong, that's always a good one. Try to prove it wrong and you become a flat earther.
Yeah.
And, you know, some flat earthers don't like the term flat earther, or what, you know, I don't care what you call me. You can call me a flat earther. You can call me super fucking intelligent if you want as well. And you can call me not dumb, because I know the world's not a ball. And we worked that one out. Far out, Brussels sprout. So, not too difficult to decipher that you're being lied to, and there must be some real good gear in that fucking tap water, because these people are off their heads. Off to get their third Jabberwocky now.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. How the mood, the energy of these people are going to be just so vibrating down in the depths of hell.
They already are as well.
Yeah, and they already are. They're meat eaters. You got a society living off death.
Yeah.
Death. And once death hits your body, it just starts. And you are the old saying, you are what you eat. You are death. If you eat death, you're death. And you can't think straight.
Yeah.
And trust me, all these death eaters, all their focus is money orientated. There's not many Death Eaters out there, I can guarantee it, that are searching for a spiritual awakening. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about, and they're all like cocaine heads. A lot of it's around the city, mate. The city lifestyle, the cocaine, the drugs, the materialistic goods, the fast cars, the women, all this rubbish,
Yeah,
and
materialised.
all materialistic garbage nonsense. So, I hope you know, if you're watching this, you're already like one of us, I'd say. But to all those other ones, I don't even know where to start. I'm actually embarrassed for like the human race. You know, I never really liked people. I've said this before. I've grown up always happy to be on my own, always happy to be a lone ranger, always happy to sit at home and play guitar by myself, always happy to, you know, chill out with my kids and family. Never been searching for relationships with people. I'm just, because I knew that something was wrong, you know, and now I know why. And it's quite clear that most of the people here on Earth are suffering from some sort of brain damage, and it's done through the water, it's done through the television, gone over it and over it, but that's what they're suffering from. We've got a race full of brain damaged,
brain dead,
brain dead people, and who think they're really smart. That's a thing, you know. They're educated, so they're really good at repeating stuff. So if you're educated, you're really good at repeating things.
Doing what they're told.
Yeah, and doing what you're told. So I've just got to go to the shops. You're going to come with me, my mate. So we're going to head to the shops now. We might continue the talk as we head into the shop. See how we go. I'm having a good chat. Are you enjoying this?
Yeah.
Good. I always ask Sam to do chats with me because he's very knowledgeable, and he's just very shy, which is actually a beautiful trait to have. So within shyness is strength too, because you know he doesn't feel like he needs to probably speak to a lot of these idiots because they're not worth it. And do you remember what I used to say to you on your way to school when you were little?
Oh, you meet like dickheads every day.
What did I say? Can you say? This is when I used to drop him off at school, put him on the bus.
Yeah, he just said like you'll meet a dickhead every day. You know, it's just how it is.
Yep.
And it is like that.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just meet dickheads. You go out and you're just like, okay, dickhead, dickhead, another dickhead. Just surrounded by dickheads. So I've told my kids that from a young age. Just the world's full of dickheads, mate, and don't try to understand them because they're not rational, and you can't deal with irrational people rationally. So don't even try. You know. And what I love, I mentioned it, like with my family. My mother sticks her fingers in her ears when I talk because truth and knowledge is something that these people can't handle. And I don't know what is going on in their little pea brains, but not much, you know, and lining up for Jabberwocky after Jabberwocky, and wow, I just can't believe it. They've put the poison injected into their bodies. So anyway, we're special people, we are creative, we have pineal glands, guys. We have our beautiful pineal glands that has been depicted through ancient artwork and Egyptian artwork for many thousands of years, that these ancients understood the true value of the pineal gland and our connection with nature that has just been stripped from us. So Sam's awesome. He's vegan and he's really trying to open up his pineal gland. You've been doing stuff like astral
projection.
Yep. And
so you just probably know what it means already, but if you don't, it's like if you're
do another lap around.
Yeah, so if you're like you can dream, and as you're dreaming, you sort of like the first time I did it, I had no idea what it meant, but I did it.
Yep.
And it's when you sort of realize you're in a dream when you start dreaming, and you can do what you want in your dream, and like consciously go, I want to go over there, and you do it.
Wow.
And yeah, I've had that a few times, more when I was younger.
Yep.
It's definitely like sort of worn off.
Yeah, so I remember when you were young, you used to have a strong energy in seeing certain spirits and stuff.
Yeah.
So Sam's really unique. I've just had my 5th kid, and Sam would have to be my most in touch, spiritual, the softest. He'll just sit there with animals. Love Sam. He just like unbelievable, just patient, beautiful man, and yeah, it's really interesting that that he can see things that others don't, and it's a gift. It's a gift. So here we are. We just pulled up in Croy Town. I might actually, I've done other videos on it before. We've got one Tartarian building. I'm looking at it at the moment.
Right in front of us.
Yeah, and I'll see. Probably won't be able to see it, but I'll try to show you. There's 2 women out the front there. There's a red brick building, but see all these buildings are all the modern buildings. Just these little shitty things,
Yeah.
and then you can see the size of that. It's like twice. Well, you probably can't from here, but it's twice the size of these other buildings. The doorways are humongous, windows are huge, it's sunken in the ground, it's got stairs going up, all the characteristics of a mud flutter or a Tartarian building. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this little video. We're going to go and get some food. Sammy's going to start to do some more videos with us, because he should, because he's a legend, and Frankie's going to just hang there in some videos when we do it in the car as well. So hope you've enjoyed Frankie's input.
Yep.
Love you, Frank, and have a good arvo, legends.
See you guys.
Keep it real.